Okay, so I know I was supposed to continue the Track Queen series, y'all. Okay, so let me get back into it. So one of these stories, right? That's why you just never know who God would use to deliver a message. So I was with the dude, right? And so we pulled somewhere, right? And so this lady gets in the car. And so she was a nice lady, pretty. And so she worked at Cops, right? But she was on that stuff, y'all. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And so I was minding my business, though. And so she was sitting there. So she tried it. So she was like, oh, this good. And so I'm listening. I'm like, how do they function at work like that? Like, I was curious. So I ain't say nothing. So later on that night, she calls dude and was like, oh, who's the girl that was in the front seat with you? So he was like, that's my homegirl. So she goes, let me talk to her. So I'm like, okay. So then she goes, she asked me something, y'all. I feel like she had no business asking me. And so she wanted to pay. So I'm like, oh no, baby, I don't do that. Like, So then she was like, you just so pretty, da da da. So I'm like, okay, thank you. So then she goes, the conversation just switches, y'all. I lie to you not. When I say it switched, it switched. So she goes, what are you doing out here with him? Y'all, when I say the whole car got silent, so he looked at me and I looked at him and we like, I said, well, what you mean? She was like, you too pretty of a young girl to be out here with him like that. And so back then, y'all, I wasn't thinking of stuff like that, but I knew that, okay, so the conversation before versus that conversation, the energy changed. And I was like, back then like I said, I wasn't big on this. So I'm like, why is this lady talking to me like this? But I took it into consideration, right? Because I'm like, it stuck with me. And here we are years later, like I done cut dude off and everything. But it's like them type of stories always stick with me because it's like, dang, like you see something in me that I didn't see in myself, but I'm sitting here with this dude and he wasn't the right type of dude to be around. And it's like I knew that, but I think I don't know, y'all. You know, you just be doing stuff. So yeah, I will never forget that lady. She was like, you don't need to be out here with him. And I was just like, So he was like, oh, don't listen to her. She don't know what she talking about. And I'm just looking at him like, yes, she do. Like, why would she just say that out of the blue? Like, come on now. But see, he didn't know what he was talking about either. But I knew because I felt it in my spirit that lady, she was speaking to me like on another level. Like, you need to leave him alone and get away from him because it's no good in that. So, like I said, it stuck with me. And that's just one story. So I got another one, y'all.